Pokemon Legends ZA is just right around the corner, so we're going to tier grass type Pokemon. Why? Because I like grass types. It's my favorite type. I know it makes more sense to do like a Mega Pokemon tier list or a Kalos tier list. I don't care. I like my grass types. So we're going to do a tier list because yes, why not? Do all the normal things content creators say to do, and let's just go ahead and jump right into it. All right, so we got our tier list good to go, which does also feature male and female forms of each of them. I don't think it has megas though. Yeah, no megas. No megas, which is no big deal. That is what it is. Megas low-key kind of cheating, but it would have made sense to have megas here. But I didn't make the tier list, so sue me. So, all right, let's kick things off with the GOAT. Let's kick things off with Bulbasaur. We're going straight to perfection. Bulbasaur is perfect in every way. He's cute. He's perfect. The design is simplistic enough. It's not doing too much. It is perfection. Ivysaur, also perfect. Both versions of Venusaurs, I don't remember there being a lot of differences between the male and female. So here's the weird thing. Bulbasaur is cute as hell. I love Bulbasaur. Ivysaur is awesome. Goated. I've never been the most massive fan of Venusaur. Venusaur is very cool, but he's not like my GOAT in terms of design. But he is a very good potential hot take there. I just prefer Bulbasaur and Ivysaur. That's just my personal preference. Oddish, very cute. Love me some Oddish. But boy, I do not like me some Gloom. Gloom is going to the Y. I don't like me some Gloom, bruh. I'm not a fan. Don't like it. Volplume's fine though. Volplume's fine. I do prefer the male version of Volplume. I like the little dots. The big dots are just kind of meh. Not a big fan. Paris and Parasite. Man, I don't like bugs. I'm not a bug guy. I'm not gonna say they're bad designs. They're good for what they're going for. So I'm gonna say meh. They're good for what they're going for. They're fine. All right, so low key, man, I love me some Bellsprout action. Love me some Weeping Bell. I love me some Victory Bell. They're all going to solid. I did use these when I was a kid. Through my playthroughs, I enjoy these guys. They're pretty cool. Execute's fine, but let me tell you, Executor is perfect. I love Executor. I got a major soft spot for that guy. He is an absolute goat. I love him. Tangela. So growing up, Tangela would probably go down into the Y or the meh. But you know what? It's grown on me, and it's grown on me for a very specific reason. Some of my favorite Pokemon I've gotten now have grown on me because of draft leagues that I've done, of where, everything is tiered and you can only have X amount of tier types and whatever. So it's like you gotta spread the love. You can't just get all goats, right? And I have used Tangrowth and Tangela both in draft leagues, so for two separate tiers and using them in different ways, whatever. And Tangela's grown on me, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna put Tangela in fine. It's gonna be fine. Spoiler alert, Tangrowth's a little bit higher. I love me some Tangrowth. Chikorita is beyond cute. We're gonna go very good. Bayleaf, also a very good design, but man, I have never been a fan of Meganium. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna put Meganium in fine. It's not trash by any means, both male and female version. I think if you would have kept the leaf on the head, I think I probably would bump this up quite a bit. It'd probably be in the very good category. But it's just like going away from the leaf, man. It just, I don't know. It just doesn't do it for me. I don't know. It doesn't work for me. Next up, we have Blossom. Blossom is very cute. We're going to go in the fine. We have Hoppip, which Hoppip is also fine. Skiploom, I'm not the biggest fan of. We're going to go meh. Jumpluff is fine, though. I like Jumpluff. Sunkern. Sunkern's cute. It's fine. Sunflora, also fine. Celebi, perfect. Celebi is such a cool design, dude. I love Celebi. That little onion, bro. He's so cool. Trico's my GOAT. I love Trico. He's not. Well, I got the GOAT tier, obviously, which we'll do at the end. He's not my GOAT in design, but he is my favorite grass starter. I love Trico so much. Grovyle and Sceptile both are perfect designs in every way. I love them so much. Lotad, very solid. Lombre, meh. Ludicolo, doesn't matter which one. Ludicolo is very good. Ludicolo is fantastic. C-Dot. C-Dot is very solid. I love me some Nuzleaf. Nuzleaf is very good, but my boy Shiftry is a absolute perfection of a design. I love Shiftry. If you take starters out of the equation, Shiftry is my single favorite grass type. Now, if you throw starters back in, that's when you got Sceptile kind of knocking him down a little bit, as well as like Torterra. But man, I love Shiftry, dude. Shiftry is awesome. Shiftry is so cool to me. Next up, we have, I'm drawing a blank on his name. Shroomish. Next up, we have Shroomish, very man design, but Breloom is really cool. Breloom is very good. I like Breloom. Roselia is cool. We're going to go put in the solid category. Cacnea, I love Cacnea. I might debate putting Cacnea in perfect. I love Cacnea's design. Cacnea's design is so solid, man. I love Cacnea so much. But Cacturn kind of turned me off a little bit. Cacturn, I'm going to put in the solid. Cacturn's fine. You know, well, it's a solid design. It's not fine. It is pretty sick. But Cacnea is just, oh god, man, I love Cacnea. Cacnea is so cool. Next up, we have Lilip, which is I do not like it. I do not like Credillia either. Both of them are very firm Fs for me. I do not like them. I have never liked them. I'm not a fan at all. Tropius, oh, that's perfect, dude. I love Tropius's design. That is so, so, so cool. Turtwig, also perfect. Grotto, I'm going to put in fine. Torterra, perfect. Perfect. Love the design. The world turtle. It is so cool. Such a cool concept. Such a cool design. Bidoo, it's fine. It's not that great. But Rose Raid, though. Rose Raid is an awesome, awesome design. Love Rose Raid. Next up, we have the plant cloak of Wormadam, which I don't like any of these. These are also going down in the Y tier. Next up, we have Cherubi, which Cherubi it's fine. It's pretty solid. We have the closed version, which is meh, and we have like the sunlight version, whatever, which I think is pretty solid. I think the sunlight version is pretty sick. Carnivine's fine. No real opinions. The Snover designs. Snover is just fine for me. Abominous Snow, I would put it up in the solid. Both of them. I mean, but they're both really solid to me. Next up, we have the Tangros, which like I said earlier, man, I love me some Tangros. They're going to go in the solid, almost flirting with very good, honestly. I like Tangrowth a lot, man. I had a lot of fun using him in a draft league. He was like a B tier Mon. I think this was Sword and Shield draft league me and my friends did. And I think he was a B tier Mon for us. And man, he got the job done, dude. He was Tangrowth's a tank, man. You can build him a couple different ways. Like I really enjoy Tangrowth. Obviously not overly good Mon. You would never use him in actual settings, but like for a draft league, if you got him down in the B or C tier, I'm telling you, pick him up. He's a dog, absolute dog. Leafeon going straight to perfect. Leafeon is actually my favorite evolutionist, not just because it's a grass type. I just think its design is super, super awesome. So I guess it is because it's a grass type. I don't know. Rotomo's solid, man. I like all the Rotom designs. All the Rotom designs are super cool. Shaman, very good. Shaman's got a very sick design. I don't really agree with Arceus being in here. I mean, I get it because it's the grass plate thing. It's fine. Arceus design is overall fine. It's just the green color. I mean, it's cool. It's whatever. Snivy's solid, man. Same thing with Servine, and I would put Superior at very good. I think getting rid of the legs kind of did it for me. I wish all of them would have been like that, but you know, I don't know. I think Servine's kind of fine. Let's go Servine fine, but Snivy's solid. Snivy's cute. We like Snivy here. Snivy's awesome. Next, we have Pansage and Simisage of the Elemental Monkeys. A lot of people hate these guys, like all the monkeys. I actually think at least the grass ones are pretty sick. I'd put, Pansage, I'd put him in solid, but I'd put Simisage very good. I'd put Simisage very good. I think it looks really cool. I've never been a fan of these designs. I've never been a fan of Swaddle or Swadloon or Levani. I've never been a fan of them. They're not bad designs, so I would say meh, but they just don't do it for me. Cottonee is fine, but Whimsicott is perfect. Whimsicott is super cute, is perfection. Pet Lily is also, I think Pet Lily is probably solid. Lilligant, I would also put up in perfect. Lilligant is a great design. Let's see. Next up is Maractus. It's fine. It's fine. Deerling, all four of the Deerlings are just fine. I mean, they're just color differences, really. There's not drastic design differences between them. But when you get to Sawsbuck, there is. So the spring one, I'd say fine. I would say the summer, I would say is solid. And for the fall, perfect. I love the autumn one, and the winter I would also say very good. So I'm very diverse on all the designs for Sawsbuck, but autumn is absolutely just perfection every way. Fungus is fine, but Amoonguss, I put Amoonguss in solid. Amoonguss is a dog. I love me some Amoonguss action. Next up we have Pharaoh Seed, which Pharaoh Seed's design pretty solid. I'm here for it. Pharaoh Thorn, it's fine. I like Pharaoh Seed. It's small. It's simplistic. It's kind of to the point. But Pharaoh Thorn does a little much. Virizion, I would say, is pretty solid design. We're here for. Oh, we do have Megas. Oh, shout out. They were just down lower. My bad. Didn't see it right away. Mega Venusaur, solid. It's a solid design. If you just took away the little flower on his forehead, I'd probably say very good. But the flower on the forehead kind of takes away from me. Mega Sceptile though. Chef's kiss, absolute perfection. Mega Abomasnow, I would say solid, pretty solid design there. Chespin, what a cute little guy. That's going straight up into perfect. Credillion gets a lot of hate, and I think justifiably so. I would say he is going to probably go down in the fine category. There's a derpy level of like cuteness about him, but there's also that argument of like this is an abomination. Chestnut, I don't think is the greatest grass starter final evolution, but I don't think he's the worst design. I'd say he's a pretty solid design. Now, if his mega was on here, his mega's not on here, right? No, it's not. If his mega was on here, that mega's going straight to perfect. That mega is so cool. It makes me want to use Chestnut again. So shout out to that. Even though the way to get the mega stone is really stupid. But anyway, Skiddo is really cute. We're gonna put up in the solid. Go-Goat is gonna just be solid as well. Next up we have Pantump. Pantump is super cute. We're gonna go up in the perfect category. Trevenant also going up in the very good. I love Trevenant's design. All the Pumpkaboos, I mean, it's just, they're all the same thing really. It's just sizes, but I mean, they're all like, they're perfect. I mean, Pumpkaboo and Gourgeist is such a cool design, man. I mean, that is just that is absolute peak. Alolan Executor, also a perfect design to me, man. I love Alolan Executor. It's so cool. Rowlet, cutest little guy in all the land. You know, this one never did it for me. Dratix, whatever, going down in the meh tier. But Decidueye, we're going right back up to the top. What is up with starter evolutions, man? Knocking out of the park for the first, knocking out of the park for the last, but the middle just seems to be a hit or miss, man. It's just, it is unfortunate. Next up, we have Morlul and Cyanotic. I've never been a fan of either of these. In fact, this little guy, we're going down in Y, and we're going to put this one in man. This one, the eyes. The eyes. Oh my gosh, they're haunting. Next up, we have Bunsweet. Bunsweet is really cute. We're going to go solid. Then we have, after that, we have Stadney. Also going to go up in solid. And Serena, I would put in the very good, very solid design. Next up, we've got, oh wait, no, I skipped someone. No, I'm in the right path. I thought I messed up. I thought I got, well, maybe they were out of order. That one should have been done before our little shroom guy that I don't like. My bad. Fomantis. Fomantis design is solid. It's fine. Same thing with Lornatus. Also fine. You're going to put in B. And if I'm pronouncing some of these names wrong, I don't care. I'm sorry. Sue me. Savali, it's kind of the same thing with Arceus, where it's just like, I mean, I understand why it's there. It's just kind of, I mean, it's fine. Savali's design is fine. It's whatever. I like the Anchor a lot. I think the Anchor's in S tier. I think the Anchor is so cool. I like Delmize a lot, dude. Delmize is super cool. Tapu Bulu is very good. I like Tapu Bulu's design. It's pretty cool. Next up, we have Kartana, the Ultra Beast. It's fine. I mean, no, it's solid. It's like an origami blade. I mean, that's pretty cool. Actually, you know what? We're going to put it very good because that is actually a pretty cool design once you really break it down. Okay, the Gigantamax for Venusaur, it's fine. I wasn't the biggest fan of it. It's whatever. Grookey, immediate S, super cute. Grookey is an absolute dog. The Wacky, I'd say very good. Rillaboom, we going right back up in S. His Gigantamax will go A tier. I like Rillaboom a lot. Rillaboom is super cool to me. I think he's an absolute dog. Glossifer, it's fine. Eldegoss, fine. Applin is also fine. Then we have the evolved forms of Applin with Flapple and Appleton. Flapple, it's solid. I know Appleton, I would say it's also solid. The Gigantamax, I would say is also solid. I think it's just solid across the board for those. They don't really like break, they don't really destroy the world for me, but they're fine. They're fine. Zarude's really cool. I like his design quite a bit, and he's got the one with the scarf too. Calyrex, an odd little guy. Odd little guy is a good way to put it. We're gonna put him in the B tier. I think Calyrex is fine. The Hisuian Voltorb and Electrode, there's something about them that does it for me. We're gonna go and put them up in the B tier. I enjoyed using them. I had fun with them. They're pretty cool. Hisuian Lilligant, I was not a fan of it, man. We're gonna put down the meh. Hisuian Decidueye, I would say very good. I think the original Decidueye is better, but I do like the Ronin feel here. It reminds me of like some Ghost of Tsushima vibes or something, but it's fine. Sprigatito, we're going to go up into the S tier. Very cute for Sprigatito. Florgato is fine. It's in the solid category. Meowscarada is also solid. They're fine designs. Smoliv, an anxiety-filled little guy. We're going to put him up in the very good tier. Both the evolved forms with Dolive and Arboliv, they're both just fine. They're fine designs. The point is across. Now, potential hot take, Bramblin and Bramblegast. I actually love these guys. I think they're so simple, but I don't know. There's something about them that I love. They're going up in the S tier, man. I love those designs so much. These things are haunting to watch run around in the game. We're gonna say fine though, but I will say I love the color scheme for Toad's Cruel. I think the color scheme does it for me. We're going up in the very good. Next up, we have Caspakid, which Caspakid is solid. And then we have the Scovillain, our first fire grass type, which I think the design is fine. It's kind of whatever to me. Then we have Brute Bonnet, which Brute Bonnet's pretty solid. We have Wuching, the Treasures of Ruin legendary Pokemon. I think it's actually a pretty cool design. I think it's pretty sick. Then we have Iron Leaves, which Iron Leaves, I'd probably say in the same category as Virizion. I mean, it's the same thing, but just a robot, so it's fine. It looks pretty cool. Next up, Dripplin. Dripplin's actually solid, man. I think Dripplin's actually pretty cool. We have the two different versions of Poltergeist, which I think the overall concept of that mon is so cool. So both that one and Sinistcha, Matcha, Sinistcha. God, I gotta stop mispronouncing stuff. Both going to be up in the A tier. I mean, the designs are pretty much on par with each other. I think the concept is super cool. Ogerpon, every version I think is really good. I would say the base version is an S tier for me. All the rest are A. I think it's such a cool legendary, man. I'm all about this Pokemon. This Pokemon's super sick. And the last one I've got here for the list is Hydrapple, which Hydrapple I would actually put. Will it beat out the rest of its Apple companions? That's the question. Actually, yeah, you know what? It's going to go to A tier. It's going to go to A tier. So shout out to that. So that's the tier list. Let's decide the WOT and the GOAT. The WOT list, we got a pretty small running here. We got the Glooms, we got the Lilip, we got the Credilli, and we got the Wormadam, we got the Haunting Eyes. So who will be the WOT for my grass type? The design that I just absolutely despise more than any of them. Low key, I hate those eyes. Like those eyes, it's between two. It's between the demonic eyes and Credilli. I've never liked this dude. I've never liked Cradley, whatever his name is. I have never, ever liked that thing's design. I think I'm gonna give it to Credilli, man. The eyes are haunting, but like there's it's a haunting and like a funny, derpy, disturbing kind of way. So at least I can give it that. I hate this thing's design, man. I always have. So Credilli, you are officially named the WOT on my grass type tier list. And let's go decide the GOAT, which this is going to be very difficult because there's a lot of designs I love in here. So we need to narrow it down. Bulbasaur will be 1000% in the running. I would say Sceptile is in the running for sure. I say that hesitantly because it's like, do I want to put Mega and Normal in there? I would probably say yes. Shiftry is going to be in the running. Torterra is going to be in the running. I would say Mega Sceptile is in the running as well. And that might be it for my favorite design for a grass Pokemon. Is that it? Is that my running? It might be that the only one that I'm looking at is maybe like Rowlet or Executor, and maybe Rillaboom. But realistically, I would choose these other ones more than I would choose one of those. But I don't know, man. I also like Chespin. Chespin's a really great design. I do like Leafeon a lot. Leafeon's really cool. Tropius is really cool as well. I think it's down to these five. So let's narrow it down a little bit. Let's first knock out one of the Sceptiles. Sceptile or Mega Sceptile. Mega Sceptile is absolutely goated. I love that it's a grass dragon, but I don't know, just the base Sceptile to me is just, I think, just pure perfection. So we're gonna go ahead and knock that one out, and that leaves us down to 4. The World Turtle I thought was one of the coolest designs ever. I thought it was so sick. Everything about it I thought was amazing. Sceptile is really cool, and I love the simplicity of Bulbasaur here. And I also want to stress one thing with Bulbasaur being in here. I'm not even a Gen 1 like fanboy. In fact, I'm so tired and done with Gen 1. I would be happy to never play Kanto ever again. But I love Bulbasaur's design. If the Pokemon games really worked like the anime, I would 1000% never evolve my Bulbasaur. I know I could get by with it. You can make it work. I mean, you can beat the game with a Rattata, for God's sake. You can make it work, but let's be honest. A Bulbasaur is not going to be able to compete like with a Blastoise or a Charizard or, any of a Dragonite or a Gengar. Like, I mean, you can get by, but it's going to be very challenging. But like, I'm talking like what Ash's Bulbasaur is. Ash's Bulbasaur, I'd put that dude up against anybody. All right. And he's going to be able to stand a chance. Like, I love Bulbasaur. I would 100% never evolve him if the game worked. Like, I know you can throw an Eviolite on him and stuff like that, but that's what I would do. I love Bulbasaur so much. I would say out of these, Sceptile is like my overall favorite grass type in terms of design and usage both. So therefore, I feel like he's got to move on. So let's knock out. I'm thinking Torterra, even though I love that World Turtle design. I think that World Turtle design is so cool. Down to 3, man. This is tough. Can I decide between these 3 for my favorite design? I really don't know if I can, but I have to for the sake of the video. But the problem is my opinion is probably going to change every single day. I will probably not have the same opinion tomorrow or the next day or the next day or the next day or the day after that or the week after that or the week after that or the month after that. My opinion will probably never stay the same on this in terms of a strictly design. I think at this exact moment here on the day that I'm recording this video, on this certain year, on this certain month, on this certain week, on this certain time, I'm trying to stall as much as I can. I think I'm going to give the GOAT of grass type designs to, crap, I still don't know. God, this is so hard. You know what? Screw it. We're just going to give it to Bulbasaur. I love Bulbasaur, dude. I think Bulbasaur's design, it's one of those things of, I think less is more sometimes. Now, obviously, more is great and is cool, but like Bulbasaur, for me, this is my tier list. This is not an objective tier list. This is my personal tier list. I think Bulbasaur's design is simplistic. It's perfect. It does the job. But now I'm already second guessing it because, man, I think Shiftry is so cool. You know, we're rolling with it. Bulbasaur for now. My opinion tomorrow is probably Shiftry, and the day after that is probably Sceptile. I love them all. I love my grass types. I'm super excited for Pokemon Legends ZA. Hopefully you're excited as well. Again, I know a tier list that would have made more sense would have been on like Megas or Kalos Mons or whatever. I really don't care. Pokemon Legends coming out, so therefore in a Pokemon mood, grass types is my favorite type. I've never done a grass type tier list here on the channel. So here we are, grass type tier list. I may do other types in the future, like fighting types are my second favorite type. I love electric types as well. So maybe they'll get into the mix at some point as well, and we'll just have some fun with it. So if you made all the way to the end, I appreciate you. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the other things content creators say to do. And subscribe, you know, whatever, right? Let me know what tier list I should do, and I might do it. Until next time, bye. See ya.